Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why
when...
don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The parchment of power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
Something about Jeremiah Cain's statue drew me. Guess it's that old spirit of vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Cain carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the parchment of power. But it also really sucks.
As long as you carry the parchment with you, you are the most powerful member of the Midnight Suns. I hope you realize that.
Huh. Never thought of it that way.
It is an awesome responsibility.
Yeah, but of course, power doesn't do me much good unless I use it. And I doubt that's ever gonna happen.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
The forces of the parchment and the Darkhold are not to be trifled with, Robbie. You cannot expect to read the page the way you would a normal book.
Oh boy, here we go. More of that. This is beyond you, Robbie. I've been hearing this junk since I asked to see my first R-rated movie as a kid. Guess what? I snuck into those movies and I can sneak a peek at the parchment.
Trust me, this is not the same as childhood misbehavior. You are gambling not just with your life, but the lives of all of those who love you.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right? Whoa, save some of that.
Time's wasting, Hunter. Peace.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air. I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing. You want the magic highlights, Tony?
Here's your highlight. We are finally getting some decent tech down here. Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. I have high expectations. The latest advancements from the mind of genius Tony Stark, and they're all for you. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
I'm happy to help.
Oh hey, I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it.
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
I thought you two had put your rivalry behind you. Are you not supposed to be getting along?
I guess you could say we get along like family.
That is...
Well, in that he's the annoying cousin who comes to visit and then burns weird incense and never leaves.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
Oh, you'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend, and I'm going to find it.
I warn you, the Darkhold is not a thing to be trifled with.
Oh, I'm gonna trifle with it, all right. I'm gonna trifle that thing until it's just burned ash on the floor.
Just make sure the pulp on the floor is not you.
Oh, I'll be extra careful.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Steven Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up. All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Careful, Hunter. Punches are flying fast around here. I came out here to cool down. Carol kindly suggested I work out my frustrations on the punching bag. Her suggestion was wise.
I am afraid I know the source of your frustrations.
If you think this source has got salon-sculpted facial hair and an ego the size of Montana, then you are correct.
Surely you understand this is how Stark is with everyone else, do you not?
I understand it, intellectually. Yet the outrage still burns in my heart.
Fair. Just do us all a favor and try not to break his jaw, all right? We need him in one piece.
The problem with Tony is that he's too cavalier. I suppose that attitude has contributed to his success, but he can't do it with the arcane. It's a completely different realm. One that will deal him a brutal defeat if he doesn't change his ways.
You do not think he can destroy the Parchment of Power?
I don't think he understands just what the page represents. His whole life has been ones and zeros. The forces that shaped the Darkhold were powerful long before numbers or technology. They exist outside of the theory of relativity or quantum mechanics. They are elemental and esoteric as the rules of the dream space.
I hope the two of you can reach an understanding.
If he wants to work things out, he knows where to find me. Hopefully, my aggressions will have been worked out by then. That'll show him.
Back again.
Just give me a target.
I think we've got something for everyone. The fire burns brighter. Better than nothing. Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
You insist?
All right, then.
Thanks for checking in on Robbie, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
Thanks, Hunter.
The Hellride won't let me down. Neither will Johnny Blaze.
Agatha, what are you doing?
Casting a protection spell over the Abbey. Now that we are in possession of the Parchment of Power, we must be vigilant in guarding against its influences.
What can I do to help?
You can't. This is a very rare form of sorcery, practiced only by those who have passed from this realm. But you can watch over the others. This spell will only prevent the worst type of harm the parchment can inflict, but can't stop it from making mischief completely.
Mischief? What sort of mischief?
There's no way of knowing for sure. But if there's one thing I am sure of, it's this. The words etched onto the page were written by Chthon himself. Not even my magic can silence them. They will affect us, if only in whispers. I mean, they're probably affecting us right here, right now, and won't stop. Not until Stark finally manages to nuke it from space.
Then there is hope.
There sure is. But until that happens, we need to protect ourselves. Speaking of, I should really finish this incantation. The spell cannot be completed without it.
I will leave you to it then.
Sleep well, Hunter. If you can.
Why, hello, Hunter. You can fit like 100 parchments of power in the Hellride.
Are you finally beginning? Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were going to go there.
Hear me, child. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the parchment of power?
You were right, Mother.
I am?
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze. He will become something far greater. I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.
I hope the others slept better than I did.
No, that can't be. I had that dream too.
Maybe it was something we ate.
Don't you mean someone?
I don't know. This stinks of a hex or a curse or something.
If we all had the same nightmare, does that mean we all share the same subconscious neuroses?
God, I hope
The
not.
probability of every single one of us walking the same dream state is 1,000,000,000,000 to 1. It must mean something.
Yeah, it means we might want to have a little chat with our friendly neighborhood hunter.
Oh, I knew I should have let Mr. Murdoch copyright that for me.
I still can't get that image out of my mind.
Same here. And that's saying a lot these days.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this all.
There is the parchment.
I knew that page would find a way of messing with our heads.
Or maybe it was warning us about you know who.
Did you have the dream?
What dream?
I'm here if you want to talk about it.
I'm assuming you had the same dream last night as the rest of us.
I am pretty sure I did not. What was it?
I'll let Wanda tell you. She's better at communicating those kinds of things. All I can say is what I saw last night made me worry about you.
I appreciate the concern, Robbie, but I'm all right. Whatever happened was just a dream.
Yeah, you seem all right standing here in the light of day. But that dream last night feels like too much of a coincidence that every single person in this abbey shared it.
I wish I could explain it.
Maybe it is the page, messing with us, trying to make us suspicious of each other.
It is possible. The full effects of the Parchment of Power have gone largely unstudied.
And they will remain unstudied. Honestly, I can't wait for it to be destroyed.
So, you are not going to read it?
Hell no. And not just because I suspect it's giving me bad dreams. Because I know whatever Blaze read set him off so hard that he betrayed us.
The page most likely tricked him into believing the outcome was destined to be in Lilith's favor.
And that's why I'm not going to read it. Like, ever. I think Wanda wants to talk to you. I should stop monopolizing your time and let her get a word in. Oh, and Hunter?
Yes, Robbie?
Take care of yourself, okay? Like, really take care.
I always do. What is everyone so upset about?
A nightmare. We all had the same one last night, and it has unnerved us. Wondering if you had the same one too. Would be weird if you were the only one in the Abbey who didn't.
You mean the one about Lilith?
Wait, you had a dream about Lilith?
Is that not the one you all had?
No, Hunter. We had a dream about you. And it was a pretty awful one too.
What? What about me?
Let's just say you... Something threw you above us. Your face twisted in what could only be described as extreme agony. And that's as far as I want to remember. I don't want to freak you out. I mean, it was just a dream, right?
Probably. Everything will be all right.
I just hope you're all right. Nightmare or not, it's shaken us up.
Wanda, I promise you, it was just a dream.
How can you be so sure? We should probably stop talking now. Everyone is staring.
They are staring?
Yep.
They really are frightened, are they not?
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, everyone here is just as afraid of me as they are of you.
The parchment's days are numbered, Hunter. Come down to the forge.
I know we can't control our dreams, Hunter. Maybe we can help you learn not to share them.
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Let's address the spooky elephant in the room. Dreams are weird, huh? I don't care what the dream implied. You're no villain. It'll take more than Lilith's mind hexery to shake my faith in you, Hunter.
Still unsettled by it.
Last night was no...
Come on over, Hunter. I'm slinging some hot, fresh, parchment-blasting tech here.
Is this it? Is this the thing that will destroy the parchment?
Well, you better believe it. That's the Gamma Accelerator, plus a few tips taken from dear old Dad's notes, plus a few crucial adjustments, plus some revolutionary new tech created on the fly.
Are you sure it will work?
I'm sure you've got a million questions. Come to the war room and you can hear my full spiel. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
It was all a dream, right, Hunter? Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. I'm trying to assume it was Lilith in all our heads last night. Don't prove me wrong, Hunter.
That said, something still isn't quite making sense. The whole picture is fuzzy. We are missing something.
We are finally getting some decent tech down here.
Until next time.
Maybe I shouldn't be so gung-ho about you confronting Lilith. Lilith's messing with our minds, right? Because that dream was too real.
You'd better not sell us out to you. Ready to work? Do your thing.
Time now, Tony.
Yeah, you're being a little extra you right now.
Forgive me if I'm a little excited that another one of my brilliant, one-of-a-kind inventions will thwart the apocalypse. Again.
Uh-huh. What's the plan?
No, not yet. Waiting until we have a quorum. Don't want to have to explain the complex calculations, algorithms, and other assorted science bits twice.
The Forge Demon was right. You do love the sound of your own voice.
Relax, will ya?
Seems like everyone had a restless night. I hate to ask this, but are you all right?
Of course I am.
You sure? The dream, nightmare we all had of you.
The one everyone had, but no one will tell me about?
Let's just say you should be grateful to have your collar to protect you.
Protect me from what, exactly?
Your mother, Hunter. Who else? If it wasn't for that collar, who knows how she might be able to manipulate you? I wouldn't put it past her to invade your dreams, the way I think she just invaded ours last night.
She knows the parchment is here.
And is desperate for it, I'm sure. We should all be on guard. In any case, best to keep our wits about us. I just don't want anything to happen to you, kiddo.
I don't like to say that I do my best work under pressure, but I think this time, I even amazed myself.
It looks impressive. I just hope it does what you say it will.
Everyone is so nervous about that. Wait until you see my presentation. Like I always say, if you're gonna make a leap into the unknown, do it with Stark Tech by your side.
If you manage to stop the prophecy, I will be the first to sing your praises.
So you're promising karaoke. I'm gonna hold you to that, Hunter. This thing won't fail.
What about your father's research? Do you feel comfortable using it as the basis for this canon?
I'm only perfecting the stuff he started. It's like I took all the skeletons out of my family closet, dusted them off, and now they're going to do community service.
It is powered by skeletons.
Don't worry, figure of speech. No actual skeletons in there, just massive amounts of gamma radiation. Our friend Banner thought he was going to use it to get supercharged. But this thing's going to shut his team down, permanently.
I really hope you are right. Defeating Banner would be a nice bonus on top of destroying the parchment.
Well, more than anything, I want him back. Back on our side. Where he belongs. I don't think this thing can grant all my wishes, but it can't hurt.
So, what now?
Now comes the hard part. Explaining my plan to the team. I wonder if I have time to whip up some diagrams. People love diagrams.
Weird dreams. Only reason to listen to Tony is to get directions to the rap party.
You believe the cause is lost?
Didn't say that. Did not say that either. I've seen the world end a few times, and I'm still here to talk about it.
That is not saying much. You have a healing factor.
We can't all be born as unlucky as me.
I sense my mother's intentions, and she is relentless and dangerous. She does not care who she hurts or kills.
Good thing we got her apple on our side.
Apple? No, thank you. I am not hungry.
No, it's a saying. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
You were calling me an apple.
I don't take kindly to the born yesterday routine, kid.
I am a midnight sun. I have made my decision, and like my mother, I am relentless and know my intentions.
Careful. Talking like that's a great way to taste your own boot. Your ma's got a brainwashing reputation. I've seen you out there. Others look up to you. Don't betray their trust. Otherwise, you and me are gonna have words and claws. One thing we can agree on. Hell ain't coming. Hell is already here.
Now, I know a lot of you aren't used to the scientific method. So, take a breath, let it all soak in. I can talk you through the really complex parts.
You want to shoot the indestructible page with a giant ray gun?
A giant gamma ray gun.
You can't just blow up the parchment of power with gamma energy. It isn't done.
He has a point.
Look, you and the Hocus Pocus crowd had your shot. Now, it's my turn. Mine and Howard's.
Your father's research.
Pops wasn't trying to weaponize gamma energy. He was trying to supercharge it into an almost unlimited power source. Should probably thank Bruce for helping me realize that. Problem is, gamma energy has a threshold. Push it too much and it goes boom. Big time.
Enter Los Diablos.
Birthplace of the Hulk.
And the last time somebody tried putting Pop's theories to the test, entire area is still saturated with that same modified energy. If I can channel it through my accelerator cannon, well, that gamma-fueled page of yours
will go boom. Big time?
Bingo. Huge time.
We're gonna need a tremendous amount of power.
And not just gamma. Yo, Lost Boys. And Lost Girls, saddle up. We need you.
Sabretooth's still out there. They ain't going nowhere without me.
The more the better. Somebody's got to clap when I thwart the apocalypse. Again.
Stay focused on Tony's ridiculous plan. I'll keep an eye out for Hydra.
Your enthusiasm is infectious, Sarah.
I'm allowing this to move forward, aren't I? Anyway, Robbie and Tony are already in place. Good luck. We all need it.
Certifiable.
So it's not just me.
What's the word, kid?
Nothing. Nothing is definitely the word.
Oh, well, nothing's good. You don't have the Abbey masking you in that page right now. Just keep a safe distance a little longer until we're ready here. With even one blast, my gamma cannon will drain the ambient gamma energy from this entire valley. This is gonna have to be a one-shot deal.
Then don't miss.
Got that part covered.
This is by far the worst plan I've ever been part of. And I've done jobs with Deadpool.
Robbie cannot hide that page forever. If there is any chance of removing that burden from him... Huh. Speaking of...
Yo, Fast and the Flamius, what did I just tell you?
Stark! Power up that damn ray gun!
What?
Stark! Multiple targets closing on your position!
That ain't Robbie.
Activated gamma collectors now.
How long do you need?
How would I know? I just invented the damn things yesterday.
Then keep going. We will hold the line.
Stark. Too smart for your own good. Ignore the others and follow that page. It's time I return home.
If you could go ahead and stop them from attacking the highly volatile gamma collector, that would be fantastic.
Feel free to come down here and throw a few lasers at him.
Yeah, sure. While I'm down there, which one of you is going to initialize the accelerator to fire this thing?
Fair point.
We will hold this position as long as necessary.
Trust me, it'll be worth the wait.
More than enough.
Now that was something.
It's the best I can do for now.
Leave some for the rest of us. I cannot move.
Crude, but effective. I'm gonna rip you a new one. Bad luck for you.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Oh, so you are the strong one.
the line for you.
Now you're starting to piss me off. You sure about that? Getting real tired of running into you, Creed. Maybe it's time I cut off your feet.
Mother will just give me another pair. You should know that by now, Logan.
Coyote. Mama.
I had heard you were more than just a gatekeeper.
How original.
Fate is sealed. You were too weak for this fight.
Mother sure knows how to improve on perfection.
До свидания. Do not cross me again.
What's your status up there, Stark?
Getting warmer. Keep fighting.
You better not be dragging your feet.
How does one drag their feet in the air?
I'll explain later, kid. You're lucky I ain't taking trophies. Done waiting. Still getting better after all these years.
We are being reinforced. Lilith has put a great deal of trust in your nemesis, Logan.
Yeah, she really knows how to pick 'em.
You sound bitter. If only Mother had chosen you, right, Logan?
I'm nobody's minion. I leave that to suckers like you. Kiss it goodbye. You looking at me?
I will make this quick. Their strongest has fallen, but the fight remains.
That looked like it hurt.
I think we're ready to rock and roll.
You don't get it, rump. There's magic pumping through these veins now.
You got that right.
Logan!
Guys, not sure how much longer we can keep this up.
Then don't wait on me.
Got another deal. Oh, please. What did Lilith offer you? Better gas mileage?
Not quite. Return.
Tried to avoid this mess, you know.
What?
But y'all had to do things the hard way. You were right, kid. I am a coward. Been running from this moment my whole life. World's really gonna beat this thing, it'll need someone strong. Like you.
Johnny! Wait! No!
3, 2, 1.
See you soon, Rocks.
The sleeping Titan has awakened. The Herald of Chthon.
No, it's the freaking Hulk! And I just gave him an upgrade. Now, before we all start fighting, I think it's important to recognize that my theory would have worked.
This is Dr. Banner's other side?
The horns are new.
That's not all, Tony. I'm finally seeing my true potential through Mother's eyes.
That sounds a little weird, too. Sure, why not?
Target is clear.
That will never stop me! Make way for all the help I need. Will be judged. I will see all that you have done. You have been
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Mother's anger flows through me. You will see her soon.
Guess we're not done yet.
They have not lost interest.
How was I supposed to know Bruce would try and ride the lightning? We needed a way to destroy the parchment, and I gave us one.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You see, this guy gets it. This should be good.
I am impressed.
Let's do it. They won't know what hit him. I'll lead, you follow.
Good effort.
Mother will always shield me.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Lilith will not look kindly on this one.
I should probably thank you for helping me break through, Tony. You don't know how frustrating it's been.
I think I liked it better when the big version only used single syllables.
I'm sure it was to your advantage, keeping me down.
Don't get all broody on me now, Bruce. That's just Lilith talking.
Your mother abandons you.
Has chosen.
Now that was something.
It is time. You know what happens when I get angry. You are not worthy of her.
You really want to get on my bad side.
Secrets time.
Still they persist.
We're not getting anywhere with this. Might as well be throwing pointy sticks.
How did you ever manage to control him in the past?
Control is a strong word. I'd say it's more like we pointed him at something and hoped for the best.
That is not reassuring.
I hope you thought that through.
This shouldn't take long. Getting it done anyway we know how.
I am impressed. The advantage is mine. They do not stand a chance.
Now there's the hunter I've been hearing about.
You know that's not enough. Her fire burns inside me. Mother will have none will stand against such power.
It is like fighting a god.
I'm taking him down before we can do it again. Just need to...
All these years, Tony, letting you think you were my equal, I could have squashed you so easily.
He let us go. Not sure I want to know why.
The Hulk will deliver the page to Lilith, just as it was foretold. Just as she planned all along.
All right. Because you're telling me she orchestrated all of this?
My mother always gets what she wants. With the Darkhold in her grasp, there is only one thing she is missing. Me.
Only thing is, magic took out Sabretooth. Now I don't feel like smoking it. Knew one day he'd cut off more than he could chew. I just thought Creed's reckoning was mine to deliver.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, your mama's got it in for you. Not to mention the rest of us, too. Just because it wasn't me doesn't mean Victor Creed didn't have it coming.
It is indeed dark times when the youth must make dark choices.
I'm worried about the kid. You change when you cancel someone's check. We can't afford another one on our side pulling a banner.
Battle offers us no easy choices, and none of us emerge unscathed.
Liliana's growing on me. I guess I gotta make sure she doesn't end up like me. Last thing I need is another Jubilee. She could come in handy against Hulk, though.
The Hulk situation worries us all.
I've survived a few dust-ups with the Green Rage monster. 2 reasons I walked away. Healing factor, and I got the feeling that Banner was holding the green guy back. I don't get that feeling anymore, do you?
The Midnight Suns stand alongside you.
Sounds like a one-way ticket for a lot of the Suns. Not sure they've met Banner's green side, up and close like I have. Hulk and I have tangled before, but it was nothing like that.
Enough, Tony. We tried and we failed. Time to admit we might not have all the answers on this one.
We needed to act, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah, okay, the plan didn't work out. I'll come up with another. If that doesn't work, I'll try again and again. Until I win.
You win? I know exactly what you meant. Listen to someone other than yourself for once.
Not while I can still fix this.
Stand down now, before we all go down with you. Hunter?
What do you say, boss? You know that I've got this, right? What do you say, boss? Is Rogers right? Should the star player get benched after one mistake? Or maybe you're smart, and you know I can get us across the finish line.
I have faith in you, Tony. One failed plan will not change that.
The great Hunter has spoken. I knew you'd have my back. Anything else, Rogers?
This won't...
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. Great job last night, Rip Van Winkle.
I can't get Blaze out of my head. I don't mean possession or anything, just everything that happened.
Tell me what you were thinking.
On the one hand, he was my personal hero. On the other hand, he tried to destroy you. On the other hand, he sacrificed himself to save me. How do I honor him and still be truthful? It's too many hands.
Out of all of us, you knew him best, so whatever you decide to say, it will be appropriate.
That's the trouble. I don't even know what I would say or where I would even begin. I spent so much time measuring myself against him, and then he turned out to be such a turd.
Seems like you need more time to work out your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't think I can say turd in my eulogy. You really helped clarify my thinking. Thank you. I'll figure something out by morning. Promise. This is so hard. Maybe we should just have a memorial barbecue.
Hunter, are you any good at writing eulogies? I mean, it's not like Robbie's gonna let you write a eulogy for Blaze. Seems like this is something he's got to work out on his own. But a little backup never hurts.
And what are you doing?
Me? I'm here to support Robbie. He watched his personal hero sacrifice himself. He shouldn't have to grieve alone.
I am concerned about Robbie, too. Blaze's betrayal and his sacrifice, it could be overwhelming to him.
The guy's been through a lot. That's why I want to help him get closure. I'm sure he'll be fine after that.
Closure? What is that?
Yeah, closure? Like, after you have a breakup and you insist on making your ex go out for coffee so you can tell them how they made you feel.
Do you think that is effective?
I've watched hundreds of hours of daytime TV talk shows that say yes. So, as soon as Robbie works this out, we'll be good to go. Robbie will figure out what to do. Eventually.